So I have arrived at ArcCorp. I was able to get gas at a place. So let me go. Okay. Area 18 is the place I wanted to land, and I forgot I already set my QT. So or quantum travel. I gotta wait. I think I have to wait for it to. Let's see. Why is it not spooling up? Hold on. There it goes. I think it was on cooldown. But yeah, basically, this, like you can, I mean, you can't really tell from here, but you kind of can, I guess. But this whole planet is like a straight up like city, just like Coruscant is. Um, so I'm basically going down to the surface. It'll put me about. It kind of ranges 20 to 40 kilometers away from the actual landing area. Um, Landing in this one is just it's so tricky. I've never actually attempted it in this ship, so um, this could be really hilarious or it could suck. And of course, it would be night. Fuck. It's just harder to see stuff. I don't, I'm not super familiar with these areas yet, so, um, but basically, let me just start heading down that way. What sucks about atmospheric flight, especially on big planets, you just get into this chop. Like it's like you can see my cursor's moving a little bit. I'm not doing that. Um, so I have to just there's like an approach vector you have to take, and um, I know that there are some vertical hangars in this place, but so far when I've landed here in my smaller ships, it's been like you go into this channel and you pull in like forward straight on, and then it's just the hover mode can fuck with you if you're not perfectly level. Like right now, hover mode is not really messing with me because I'm not close to the ground. But once you get close to the ground, it engages like vertical takeoff mode basically, and it fucking sucks if you don't like know what you're doing. I don't think I'm close enough to get not yet to hail them, but basically I'm just trying to like sort of ease it in to this like landing area, and basically what I'm trying to do is get to this like where that triangle is basically a player ship, and I'm just kind of course he's leaving now. Thanks, asshole. But I was kind of using him as like a guide, but I can pretty much see it now. Okay, now that I've entered the armistice zone, I should be able to hail them. But you only have a limited amount of time when the the hangar doors are actually open. So I don't want to do it too soon because then the doors will close on me, and I'm slowly gonna start like drifting here, turning the ship. But I have to be careful when I get close to the ground. I have to really level off, or the ship will just go off in other directions because of the helicopter mode. So it's a challenge for sure. But you can move the camera around so much like this, and you can move wherever you want. You can really get some good angles with the hangar base and stuff. All right, let me hail them and just see where they put me, because I don't know what the Cutlass is Cutlass is a fairly large ship, so it may do a vertical hangar, which I would actually kind of prefer in this ship, honestly. So they give you a little wrench icon to let you know where to land. They're supposed to anyway, but come on. Shit, did I already like pass it? I certainly hope not. Hold on, I'm trying to figure out where this, unless it's the other way, I guess it could be. Hold on. I don't want to get to, where the fuck is this landing area? There it is. Okay. And I think it, fuck, I think it is one of those sideways ones. I hate these assholes. Sorry, let me just get down there and then I'll level off. And it also has this like grid around the, like shield around the channel, like you can't go at a certain angle. It's kind of weird. I haven't really quite mastered it yet, so. Alright, I'm gonna start leveling off and then I'm gonna try to stop. And then we'll just ease her down. and then we'll get down. Whoa, okay. I went too low. Oh, fuck. Alright, I still don't know what the hell is actually going on right now. I may not have gone far enough. Hang on a second. Okay. This is so hard. I don't think I went far enough before I tried to actually go down. And see, now I'm going backwards because of the stupid hover mode. Alright, I may just want to level off and then do the landing again. Let me see where it is. Hang on. Okay, I'm so fucking dumb. It is vertical. Son of a bitch. It's over here. Alright, well, this will be easier. Hopefully I don't miss the timer. So now I just kind of like get over it and then go down. It is kind of difficult though because it's just you have to really be there. Now I think I'm okay. Yeah. Okay. Stop. Down. Okay. Once you get close enough, you can hold down N and it'll land automatically. I don't land at ArcCorp enough to really know. I mean, I didn't crash. That's the important thing. But yeah, I've only been here this is my third time, and I've never been here in this ship. So next time when I come here, I actually prefer the vertical landings because they're way easier. The ones where you have to go into that stupid channel and then pull in like forward it's just hard. And I think that's probably reserved for smaller ships. That's probably why it didn't let me in, because I was doing it the exact same way I did it with the smaller ships. But there's enough systems in place where they sort of keep you, they keep you in line. I didn't really have any plans here. I was just gonna kind of show you around this place. It's kind of like a, I don't know, it's across, like, remember all those, let's see, okay, Riker Memorial is where I need to go. That's where I am, but I need to leave the hangar area. It's kind of like, parts of it is kind of like that underground, like, city thing that they had in Demolition Man. Other parts of it are kind of like something you'd see in, like, Blade Runner, like all these, like, neon signs and shit out here. But yeah, ArcCorp is a lot more commercial. Like I said, you can basically just think of it as Coruscant. Hurston is much more industrial. Let's see, customs area. Okay. So here's the ship terminals for this place. Area 18 is where I'm at. See, like the Drake Buccaneer is another ship that I have. It hasn't been spawned anywhere, or it doesn't have like a home base. So right now, like here, I'll spawn one of my other ships after I show you around. But I'll spawn the 315. That Origin is kind of like the BMW of, like, they're like the BMW like manufacturer. Everything's all luxury and everything. Remember that screenshot I sent you earlier of the 890 Jump, that white, like, pleasure yacht? That's an Origin ship. The 315P is an exploration fighter. It's small, but it's sort of designed to be kind of like a reconnaissance fighter. Like, you can, like, use it to find hidden planets or jump points or whatever, and then sell that information to, organizations who want to, like, stake their claim or whatever. It's kind of cool. Yeah, you can kind of see, like, this is that sort of, like, channel I was trying to get in, and you can't really tell, but, like, down there are sideways hangars that will open up that you can, like, pull into. I'm fairly certain, actually, now that I say this, I don't know for sure. I know when you come in to ArcCorp with the small ships, you have to pull into the forward ones. when you leave, it may let you leave out of a vertical hangar. It just kind of depends on what hangars are available. But you know, I just like I said, I mostly stick to the Port Olisar area, which is like the default area, if you will. I've only just recently started branching out to some of the bigger places, so I don't know my way around that much. Um, but you know, like I said, there's enough built-in systems in the game where you don't really have to. You can just sort of naturally explore them and figure out where to go. But there, as with any other MMO, there is no real objective here. I'm just sort of running around exploring. But ArcCorp is very similar to Hurston, obviously, you know, with the scale of it and with the sort of city tram system and stuff. So, okay, a minute and a half or so. But Riker Memorial is basically the main like starport area here. Pretty cool though. I don't think like there's not like full exploration of this planet. In other words, like I can't just like go into one of these buildings here. I don't think, because I think they're sort of like on a track kind of thing. But like you basically go to sections like I'm going to area 18. You know, my Cutlass is 13.4 kilometers away. It's getting farther away. So I'm just going to the next like hub, so to speak. It's kind of like how it was in KOTOR on those, or not SWOTOR in Corellia. They had those trams that would take you to different parts of the planet, and they were sort of in their own like little like instanced area. But you could see it was sort of seamless. Like it never really like loaded. I mean, there's not any loading screens in this game other than just to get into the universe. So this is like the main like ArcCorp Plaza where a lot of the commerce is and stuff. They have a ship store here as well. They have a weapon store. ArcCorp is kind of where everybody hangs out. Hurston's a little bit more like specialized. Like you go there for certain things, but ArcCorp's kind of like the, you know, nice. It's like a Jaws poster. It's funny. ArcCorp is sort of like the main area. But yeah, this is it. I guess I'll go take a look at some of one of the shops and stuff. There's these different zones: Zone 1, Zone 2, Zone 3. They have different, you know, stores you can go in. Astro Armada is the ship store. I think that's on the way up here somewhere. I've been there once. But Kasaba is like a clothing store. You can go buy jackets and like pants and stuff if you don't want to wear armor. I mean, you can like, here's Cubby Blast. It's a weapon FPS weapon store. I can't remember which one I have. I have the Warhawk. I think it's that one at the top is one I have, and I have a scope on it. Let's go see if I can. Yeah, there's the ship store over there. Let's see, I can buy some chicken wings or some mozzarella sticks. Huh. Are they rotating? Can't really tell. I know there's a really nice ship store, not equipment store, called Center Mass. Like Dumper's Depot is like the generic like parts store for ships. Like if you need like a generic part, you can go there. But if you want one of the specialized parts, you need to go to like Hurston Dynamics or Center Mass. Now, Astro Armada sells ships, and you can see they kind of have a similar, like all the upscale places. The fuck is that? all the upscale places have this sort of similar decor, slightly different. But what the fuck is that? Anvil Hawk. Oh, okay, that was the back. I didn't really recognize it. Plus it's weird because the wings are down. I think there's a little kiosk here. That guy's face is going through the kiosk. That sucks. Let's see. I don't have enough money to buy any of these, but so you can buy the ships in game if you want. Like the Arrow, I've actually used before. It's a little light fighter, but it's like a stealth fighter. Gladiator, I've never used, but it's a bomber. There's the Hawk there. Looks weird without the wings spread out. The Hornet's one of my favorite ships. It's very modular. This part here can be adapted to like a turret, or you can use it for cargo, or you can use it as a long-range scanner. You can do all kinds of stuff with it. And the Super Hornet, of course, is even better because, you know, why wouldn't it be? It's got two like canard turrets here on the front. I think that's how it's pronounced. And you can see, like, if you want to buy the specialized versions, like the Tracker has the scanner built in, you just can't see it. But or you can, like, you know, buy the base model and like convert it. The Anvil Terrapin is one of my favorite ships. It's a it's like a turtle, but basically it's a long-range scanning exploration ship, and it's heavily armored. So and those engines will actually flip vertically too when you take off and land, which is kind of cool. But it's used purely to find stuff, like find jump points, find other planets. I mean, and it's got a huge scanning dish on it where you can. Sorry, I waited too long to get back to my ship, so they just stored it. But Valkyrie's a really nice dropship. Reminds me of the ship from Aliens, the dropship they use in Aliens. Mustang Delta is a light fighter, but you get the idea. Here's the 315P. I have one of these. I'll probably take it out here in a minute. But yeah, so that's the ship store. Let me see if I can find Center Mass. I've never actually been there, but as far as I know, it is pretty easy to find. Fairly certain. I might actually need to buy some gear anyway. That's cool that you can buy ships in game now, though, because previously you had to pay real money for them. Now you can buy, you know, select ones in game, which is nice. I mean, obviously they're expensive in game, but you know, virtual money never costs as much as real money does. So it's just time to get all the money together. I think I need to go back to the main plaza area. God, dude, when I go to these big cities, my frame rate just goes to shit. Like, I'm in like the mid-20s right now. Normally I'm like in like 60s and 70s at least. Let me see. I'm fairly certain I know where this place is. Doesn't this remind you of what is that planet? Nar Shaddaa, KOTOR 2. Like, everything's all neon and, like, you know, I could totally see this being, you know, a Star Wars planet. Where is this place? I'll find it. Maybe, I think it's the very end here. Yeah. So you go through these glass doors, and I believe there is an elevator. Take me there. Now, I've never actually been there, but I want to see what they have, because I may be saving up for some stuff. Because all the ship parts are upgradable, just like in Star Wars Galaxies. You know, you can upgrade the quantum drive, shields, weapons. Oh, cool, there's a directory. That's nice of them. There it is. Center Mass A. Okay. Nice. See, like I said, if you don't know where to go, you just sort of, you know, just read stuff. But, yeah, you can upgrade everything in the ships. Shields, quantum drive, weapons, cooler. The cooler keeps your, obviously it keeps your ship cool, it keeps your weapons from overheating and stuff, and your other components from overheating. It's a clever name. And let's see. Never actually been here. Let's see how this goes. Yeah, I was gonna say it's probably. Damn. What is that? I must have one. The bearing, ballistic autocannon, 24. What size is this? Here, let me go to the kiosk. Okay, so they have a much more. This is definitely a much more like diverse selection. Oh, they've even got regular like handguns and stuff too. I believe that's the bearing. Oh, that's the Mantis. Okay, that's cool. Oh, cool. They do my size. So like certain manufacturers, they pick a theme and they sort of go with it. This one picks like bugs, like Yellow Jacket, Scorpion, Mantis, and then there's one that's like this is Omniski or Omnisky. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Yeah, Omniski 3, Omniski 6, and then 9. Damn, that one's huge. And then there's other ones that are like Badger, Panther, Rhino. I think that's these. Yeah, that's the Panther, Badger, Bulldog. Where is the Rhino? Shredder, Sawbuck, Buzzsaw. Never actually seen some of these. What is this? Another on this key. Let me go to the this thing right here. So ballistic autocannons. So ballistic means it fires actual bullets instead of lasers. Bullets you have to actually buy and replenish. You have to rearm yourself. Lasers you don't, but it uses the power from your not quantum drive. The fuck is it called? I can't remember. It's like the power core or something. But okay, that's driving me crazy. Power plant. So see, like here, like if I had a better power plant, I could, for the Cutlass, I could just put it in here. Or like I've already put the attritions on this one. So there's one here, one here, one here, and one here, and they're gimbaled. So it's pretty cool. But yeah, the laser-based weapons use your power plant, and the ballistic weapons use actual bullets. So bullets you have to buy and replenish. So pros and cons either way. But ballistic, like an autocannon, is basically a slow, like boom, boom weapon. Like not fast, not a repeater, but it's like a sniper rifle basically. So this was like a here, what C788. Let me go to them, see what size that is. That's got to be like a 5, I would think. Let's see. Okay, see, they got all kinds of shit. They got missiles here. You can get. They even have like the magazines for your FPS weapons. Oh, derp. I'm on the weapons section, which is different than the weaponry section. Damn, dude. So these are cheap here compared to some of the other places. But this is a sniper rifle, and then you can attach, get a 10x scope or something for it somewhere on here. And magazines as well. Okay, so turret. Yeah, they have the gimbals, as I was saying earlier. Let's see. Okay, this is a placeholder. It's nice. Here we go. Okay, so size 4. Interesting. That was huge. So this gun fires very slowly, but it's basically a sniper rifle on a ship. So if you have a slow ship that you can really like line up your shots and be selective, then that's the kind of gun you want. If you have a fast ship and you're always going to be moving, like for me personally, I prefer the repeaters. So I've never actually seen. So I've had rhinos, panthers, and badgers. I've never actually had Galderine. The fuck is that? And then there's a mammoth. Fuck. Size 6. I don't have anything that can take a size 6 weapon. Now, these are laser autocannons. So instead of using ballistics and actual bullets, they use lasers from your power plant, and then they're autocannons, so they're slow. So they have different types. Like this is a laser sniper rifle. This is a laser machine gun, more or less, like a repeater blaster type of thing. I typically stick with the size 4 and size 3 weapon, but it all depends on what ship you have. Like here, so like different ships use different size weapons. So I can't really show you because the Vanguard's locked somewhere else. But like the Andromeda is a gunship, so like its weapons are fairly large. So I've got a size 5 gimbal with a size 4 Rhino on it, and I got 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. And remember, this is a gunship, and size 4 is technically size 5 is the largest weapon I can put on it, but I'd have to take the gimbal away, which would make it a fixed weapon, and it would suck because then you wouldn't be able to move the weapon. Now, some people like fixed for small fighters because basically what you're pointing at is what it's going to shoot at. You know, I prefer to have the weapon gimbaled so I can move the weapon independently of the ship, which is advantageous sometimes, especially for small fighters for me. So anyway, this is center mass, which is pretty cool. That one looks pretty cool too. What is that? Pyroburst scattergun. So scatterguns are basically shotguns, and Pyroburst basically attacks shields. So what you can do is you could combo like a Pyroburst with a ballistic autocannon or something. So like you burn through the shields with this one, and then when the shield's done, you shoot him once with this, dead. You know, Omniskis. There's no mirrors in this game. Like there's mirrors, but their reflections don't work yet. Good fucking god. Okay, that's the Shredder. Damn, see, that's only a size 3. I guess you don't really realize how big the weapons are on the ship until you're like right next to them. But I've used the Omniskis before, Omniskis. I still don't know how to pronounce it right. And they're cool, but I don't like the slow weapons. Like I'm not good with them. Like I prefer to just like, you know, hold down the button and shoot them fast. That's a guy? Look at that little yellow jacket. But yeah, you can see the difference. Size 1, size 2, size 3. So imagine what a size fucking 10 looks like. It's as big as this room. Yeah. But anyway, that's center mass. I'm gonna have to... Hold on. Let me see. Let me... Damn it, I hate when it does that. 62,000. And that was a size 4? I mean, I could buy one just to fucking, like, mess with it, but I don't want to... If I hate it, I can't really do it. There's not really a, as far as I can tell, there's not really a economy yet as far as, like, buying, like, selling back. Now, there's broadswords, which are a different manufacturer. I've never really used those. Wait, where did I pass that? Yeah. Okay, size 4. I just don't know that I'd be any good with this. Now, if I was using something like a freelancer, like exclusively, and I was just hauling cargo back and forth, and I wasn't like very maneuverable, and I wanted to like line up my shots and like 1 or 2 shot you, then yeah, I'd probably have 4 of these things. Because the freelancers are awesome. They have gimbaled weapons on both sides, and each gimbal holds 2 guns. So you shoot once, and you're shooting 4 lasers or bullets or whatever. So I had to buy 4 of these to put on it. But it would also rain death at that point. Like if I hit you once, you would probably die. But it would take me a while to line up the shot probably. So I don't know. But it's nice to know, you know, where it is. I'm gonna head back to the. Wait, is it here? I'm gonna head back to the spaceport and probably take out the 315. I like to, as you know, I'm never content with just one thing. I always like to diversify with different characters and different ships and stuff. In this case, you can only have one character, but you can sort of, there's no classes or skills or like you just do, like you just are. Let's see. All right, the Cutlass. Did I? Yeah, I did. I could, if I wanted to, I could buy. Well, all they sell is waste. Screw that. but I could buy something and it would automatically put it in the cutlass, and then I could take it somewhere else and sell it. Anyway, what I was saying is I have a lot of different ships because I like fighters, I like cargo ships, I like ships that I just go out and like the 315P is really nice because it's really nimble and it has a bed so I can log out of it if I need to. It's like a BMW. It's super fun to fly. So sometimes I'll just go down to a planet and just like fly in Atmo, like and not even like, you know, do anything, quote unquote. But because that really right now that's kind of what this game is exploring and just seeing stuff. I mean, there are missions. There's tons of, you know. I mean, God damn it, it does that. Like I can go get a bounty hunter mission right now if I wanted to. 6,000 credits. Go fly to where it is, kill the fucker, and then be done. I could do a delivery mission. There's tons of those to choose from. I mean, they're like, the game it exists. I mean, it's a thing. You know, it's just right now it's kind of, I prefer to kind of you know, mess around. Oh, it's daytime now. Hold on.
Stand clear. Doors are now closing.
Shit, is this even going where I want to go? Yeah, I think it is, because this is how I got here. Pretty sure. But I need to go to ArcCorp Memorial and then go get my ship, and it'll tell me where to go. So we'll just wait on that. They do have like hover bikes too. I had one for a minute, but then I upgraded it for a better ship. Because you can do that. You can sort of trade in, like your ships have a certain like trade-in value that you can. It's basically the exact real money amount that you pay for them. Like if you buy a ship for $50, you can take that $50 and apply it towards the purchase of another ship. So if you want to buy a $75 ship, you can trade in your $50 ship and pay $25 and you get it. And then you can melt that ship and get $75 in store credit to use later or whatever. So, you know, you're never stuck with a purchase. Like you can always get a better ship, or even, you know, get rid of a ship and then buy it back later with the money that you got back. So, and all these things are all just like, they're not player ships. These are all just like on a track. But they look like they actually are real ships from the game though, different models. I just saw a Cutlass go by. It's a Gladius in front of me. Interesting.
Now arriving.
Okay, Riker Memorial. Riker, I think if you ask them, they'll tell you it's not named after Commander Riker, but I don't think I believe them. Yeah, and the Orville is not a Star Trek parody either. But this jackass. Get out of the way, Jason Statham. Alright, so let's see. Alright, the Cutlass is here. I could just retrieve it and then get back in the Cutlass, but I'm gonna get in a different ship. I'm gonna get in the 315. Now I put a different paint job on this. It's like a sort of cobalt blue pearl. It's a really cool looking ship. Fuck. I was looking down and was not paying attention to where that was. Hangar 2, maybe? Yeah. Alright. That right there is the Aegis Avenger Titan. One of my favorite ships in the game. That's the 600i. It's a piece of shit. Let's see. Oh, that's, well, it just changed, but that's a Cyclone, and that's a ground-based vehicle, which you can also get in this game. You can go just run around on planets all day if you want. Matter of fact, I don't have any. I don't have any ground-based vehicles right now, but I might go fly to a nearby like moon or something, and kind of show you what the like planet-side stuff looks like. All right, so here is the Origin. It's super fun to fly, man. This ship is like now this is part of the 300 series. There's different ones. There's 300i, which is like a touring luxury. There's 315p, which is what they call the Pathfinder. This right here is a tractor beam, which they haven't actually implemented yet in the game as far as like usefulness, but eventually you're going to be able to like go out and salvage a ship and like use the tractor beam to pull stuff in. There's 325A, which is like the fighter version. They're all modeled like this. They have a little like bed here. Origin is all about luxury. Like they got like fucking popping bottles and shit in here. You can add in like like a coffee maker here and like a Bluetooth like music player there, which is interesting because you can actually load MP3 files in your Star Citizen directory, and the fucking MP3 player will play those like while it's just pretty cool. This TV actually works too. If you lay on the bed, when you're in flight, if you lay in the bed, you can use like one of these screens that would normally be up here. You can relegate to the TV, so you can like control the shields and stuff like while you're like napping. It's pretty cool. But I love flying this thing. It's so maneuverable. I mean, like you like hold down like the roll button either way, and it's just super fast. Plus, I mean, look at that view. It's not obstructed at all. I'm gonna hail these jabronis. Oh, it is a forward one. Okay. So this is interesting. So I have to throttle down a little bit, because if I go too fast, I'll go up, and that's bad. So I have to go up a little bit and then go forward. So it's interesting. So I'm just gonna kind of like, let the doors open all the way, give it a little gas, and then go forward, and then go straight up. So, not too bad. It's pretty easy once you get the hang of it. But, if I remember correctly, oh boy, ArcCorp, I let go of the mouse. ArcCorp was another one of those that takes, like, forever to get out of the damn, atmosphere. Watch, I'll put the landing gear up, and you can, like, watch it in real time. Like, what's awesome is every single bit of these ships like occupies real space. Like those wheels are in the ship right now, taking up space. The fuel that I have in the ship is actually running through the fuel lines right now. It's fucking badass. But yeah, I gotta get out of the atmosphere here. I don't know if there's anywhere even near ArcCorp, like another moon or something. Lyria, icy moon, that sounds fun. Let's see. Shubin mining facilities. I like it. Okay, that's pretty close. Shouldn't take very long. The long part is going to be me having to get out of ArcCorp's stupid atmosphere. So hang tight a minute. This one is not as bad as Hurston, so I'm just going to keep recording here. At least I don't believe it is. Now this ship, I actually upgraded the weapons to the attritions as well. And here, I'll fire it, so you can see they kind of go back and forth, like I was saying earlier, like pistons. They're super sick. Really powerful. Now, let's check this out while I'm waiting to get out of atmosphere. So you can, like, all of these displays are real. Like I can actually go in and let's say I want to like overclock the attritions. So I overclock them, and now if I fire the same weapons, they're gonna fire faster and do more damage. Now I can't fire them as long, but before they overheat. So you do have the drawback, but like you have total control of your ship. Like I can, like if I wanted to, when I'm in quantum, I don't remember the name of this one, Colossus. I can throttle down on the quantum drive if I want to prevent it from overheating during long trips. So it takes a little bit longer, but like I won't have to worry about it overheating and losing power like mid-trip. This game's very realistic with all the control you have. Let me see if it'll let me QT yet. So I've taken cruise control off, so I'm just waiting on it to throttle down. Now I can put the brakes on, but that also can cause overheating, and I don't know if you saw the G meter down there. It's 0G now. Technically it should be 1G, because if it was 0G I'd be floating in space, but that's neither here nor there. If you put the brakes on, the G's go up and you can pass out and the shit can overheat. Okay, so it is letting me, so apparently I've already gotten out of, ArcCorp's atmosphere is nowhere near as bad as Hurston's. So I've never been to Lyria, so we'll go check it out here. Or Lyria, maybe? I don't know. Lyria sounds better. I think if it's YR, it's supposed to be ear, like Tyrion or whatever. So basically, oh damn, this is like Neptune. I don't remember which place I chose, but it'll be my next destination. And if you check it out there, see the little like the concentric circles below the like here. That's my radar, and it's pointing me to there. That's where my next area is. So if I just move the ship, you'll see the radar change and tells me where to go. And now, like if I couldn't see this little, hexagon here, hexagon 1, 2, 3, yeah, then I could use the radar to be able to know what direction to point the ship at to find it. So all kinds of ways to get around here.
Quantum drive activated.
But yeah, the purpose of this type of ship, a Pathfinder, is basically kind of like I'm doing the small scale version of it right now, where you just get out and you just go, and you look for stuff. And Pathfinders don't have the huge weaponry that the true expedition ships do, but it's more like a scout ship. Like, hey, go find this jump point, record the coordinates, and then use it to. You can sell that information to someone who might want it or something. And look how look how fast it rolls. Like it's super quick. Really fun ship to fly. So I've never actually been here before, and of course it would be nighttime. It's always dark when I try to land. It's always fucking dark. I guess I could go to the other side of the moon. I guess this is the moon. But I mean, you can just fly if you want. I mean, you can just fly in third person. Just like I'm in atmosphere right now, so the responsiveness is a little different, but not as if it were just regular space. But I'm gonna try to set her down. Okay, I'm starting to see the place now. So now there's a couple different ways you can do this. Let me turn off. I'm gonna level off first of all. All right, so I can't really. I was gonna say I can't really stop, but I can. It's just when you're in atmosphere like here, watch. I'll point it down, and the ship's gonna just go forward. I'm not controlling the throttle. Helicopter mode is doing that. So if I level off, it will slow down. See the number on the left going down? 15, 14, 12, 10. Now I can stop, and then now if I tilt up, it goes backwards. It's fucking helicopter mode. Now. Helicopter mode sucks. They put it in this last quarter patch because the main developer, or the creator of the game, Chris Roberts, did not like the idea of ships just stopping in space and just hovering. You know, never mind the fact this is literally like the 25th century, and you know, we should totally have that ability right now. But whatever. He didn't want people to be able just to like not having repercussions and just. But anyway, they're removing helicopter mode because it sucks balls. So for now, I have to kind of deal with it. So what I do is just stay at 0, stay level off, and then I'll switch to this view, move the camera to a more like vertical way. I use this to see. It's usually easier to do it this way so you can see what's up. Oh, really? Okay, I'm doing this the hard way. To my left is that huge gray landing pad is exactly what it sounds like. It's a landing pad. I was gonna land on the ice, so doing all that shit, I'll just land on the landing pad. Because why wouldn't I? Not a lot of places have this. In fact, I need to throttle down because when you're dropping, you don't want to drop fast because dying. But not a lot of places have these landing pads. Most of them you have to just land like on the terrain. And what sucks about that, I'm just gonna ease her down here. What sucks about that is
Landing complete.
it is not level usually.
Weapons deactivated.
You can typically like I totally could have landed like outside of the here. You can totally see. God, these fucking graphics are just beautiful. Well, that was a rubber band. But like the lighting effects in this game are just so beautiful. Like if there's sometimes you can like if you're right around the time that the sun like starts to come over the horizon and stuff, like just everything's lit up. I mean like the reflections and stuff in this game are just sick. I'm in an armistice zone. I can't pull my weapon out. Whatever. But like here, let me see if there's any trade consoles or anything in these places. That's the fucking problem with these damn landing pads is like they're like a football field away from the actual building, which is easier usually just to land near the building as long as it's relatively flat. So every planet has these places just sort of randomly kind of strewn about, like research facilities, mining places, farms, and they have different. I swear I saw some movement over there. Oh, it's just the machinery stuff. They all have different things. Like sometimes, like they have trading consoles where you can buy materials to use as cargo, or they have delivery runs. Like this one actually is both. So here's delivery. Like if there was a mission for this area, I could choose pickup. This door would open. I'd grab the box, take it to the ship, and then deliver it where they want me to. I can also use a shipping console. So because I have the 315p outside, it only holds like 12 units, standard units of cargo, or standard cargo units. Agricium, damn, yo, that's expensive. Well, say it's expensive. It's worth it. It's worth that. But I don't know where actually buys that. But damn, that's expensive. So I can fit 1,200 units of it. I could spend 27,000 credits. Oh, I really want to, but I don't know. Not every place you go to buys the same stuff. I don't want to particularly waste 27,000 credits and not know where to sell it. But let's say I were to purchase this, it would automatically go to the ship, and I could open up the cargo bay, and I would see like physical boxes sitting in the cargo bay. And then, like, let's say I drove somewhere or flew somewhere, or whatever, to another place, went to sell it. I chose this. I chose the Agricium. I chose what I want, and I sold it. And I would always, like, you always make a profit. Like if the place does actually buy it, it will always be for more than what you paid for it. So you always will make a profit. Now, the profit can vary depending on the location. There's people that keep record of like what are the best like cargo runs, like buy diamonds from here, take them there, buy distilled spirits, take them here, that kind of stuff. There's all kinds of different ways to make money in this game. What? Oh, ground-based. Wait. Okay, you can. That's interesting. So I've never actually seen. I knew there were. I knew there were places where you could spawn ground-based vehicles, like the motorcycles and the dune buggies and shit. But I didn't know you could actually spawn other like ships on at these same places. So I could if I wanted to, you know, like I could spawn, a constellation here and take off, but then I'd leave my origin here and I have to claim it later. Like if you want to claim it, like for example, if I had to have the warden like right now at this place, it's parked at Port Olisar. I have to claim it, which would take 15 minutes to get here, and fuck that. So yeah, your ship is actually like delivered to you, like Amazon and shit. Um, I do want to show you that ship though. The warden is fucking BA. I might jump into Urbana Commander and just kind of show you what the ship looks like, how powerful it is. But it is a legit fighter. Um, so we're going on 50 minutes here, so I'll probably end it. But I'm gonna end this one. But I do want to show you a couple of the other ships. So I'll make some short videos for those. But yeah, I really do like this ship. This is my like touring, or exploration ship where I just kind of get in and go. It does have some cargo capabilities, as you saw. Like I can open up the is it here, yeah, and that's where the cargo would be if I were to buy it. You can also use that for the delivery boxes. Like you can physically pick up the box and drop it in that tray to take it where you need to. So, but yeah, I'll go ahead and end it, and then I'll make another video for the Vanguard here in a minute. I'll get back to you.